Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest is the host of the Ian Sterling Show, which can be seen or listened to on Fresh FM weekdays, Monday through Friday, afternoons. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ian Sterling. Hello. How's it going?
Let me know how you can actually see me on Fresh FM. I look forward to how that's done.
Let you know how you can. I'm sorry, man.
That's all right.
Here.
No big deal.
They can see you now, and then they can go listen to you on Fresh FM.
Beauty.
Later.
Thanks to everyone who listens to Fresh FM. Really appreciate it. I mean, wouldn't have a job without you guys. So thank you.
So, Fresh, are you originally from London?
I am born and raised Londoner. I was born in St. Joe's and.
Me too.
Yeah, nice. I did a little bit of a high school tour. I started off at Central, and then I went to Banting and finished up at Beale.
Okay, so you get kicked out of school a lot, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine, man. Everybody likes to fight every now and then, you know what I mean? That's cool. What was your thing? What, drugs in the parking lot? Kick the shit out of a teacher? What'd you do, Ian? Come on. Think of me like Maury. What'd you do?
Yeah.
Then we'll get the pregnancy test and we'll all get out of here. You know what I mean? It's not yours!
No, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
We're changing the format of our show. It's pure smut now.
Yeah.
No, so did you go to, where'd you go to school? Fanshawe?
Yeah, I went to Fanshawe for the radio program.
Radio
great
program,
yeah.
They have a great program there.
Yeah.
As I understand it.
Yeah.
I didn't go to school.
No.
I kept getting kicked out. You know. But that's okay. So now you are the afternoon guy on Fresh FM, and you do a thing on your show, the Friday phone scam.
Yeah.
And so explain a little bit for people who may not know what that is, a little bit about what you do.
Okay. Well, it's just a phone prank that I do on Fridays, and I like to get people to set it up, so I'm not the bad guy in the end, and it's really fun. It's fun to put people in situations where they're not expecting it. And
sure.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever? Because I've heard it a couple of times. I actually heard one that you did to Anne-Marie DeSico.
Yeah.
I think you were. I don't know if you did more than one, but you were like a disgruntled, kind of elderly gentleman who had to wait for a long time.
Yeah.
In was it in a waiting room, or like a hospital or a doctor's office or something, and you wanted her to go down and talk to the guy or something like that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't remember that.
That was you, right?
It was me. Okay. Yeah.
It'd be shitty if it was D. Mindy and Gord or something like that.
No, they don't do any scams. But yeah, I just call it. She was great, by the way, and she answered all my questions. And
she was, yeah. She was like totally. You pushed her, and I thought like eventually she's gonna be like, "Can you just shut up and stop?" But yeah, she just went along with it.
Yeah,
it was
she did
awesome.
a great job.
Have you ever had anybody lose it though during that during the phone scam?
Oh yeah. I've had a couple of people say, that it just was really inappropriate, and that's why I like to have people set it up so I can just say, oh, all the blame falls on this person over here. So.
Oh, okay, so like somebody will call you and say, "Can you prank like my friend or whatever?"
Yeah.
And then what do they do? Like give you like inside information on them or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So
very nice. And so, talk a little bit about like some of the earlier radio jobs that you might have, or some of the earlier jobs you had at radio stations, kind of working your way up.
Right. Well, I guess in radio you kind of go from city to city. So like I lived in Kingston and Rockville area, and then out in Edmonton for a while. So I became an Edmonton Oilers fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah. I know. It's hard to be an Oilers fan because they're not just last in the division; they're dead last. But it's still,
But they have a good, they have like a good young team. So in the future, hopefully, they'll turn it around.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll have more with Ian right after this. We'll be right back. You have a son, right?
I do.
And
yeah.
how old is he?
He's 6 years old. His name is Troy.
6 years old.
Yeah, he's so
Troy.
much fun, and I love reading stories to him at night. And I thought I'd share with you a couple of really weird stories, things that I find a little bit disturbing. When I've been reading
children's
to him.
stories?
Yeah,
Okay.
famous children's stories.
There
Like,
are
for
some
example,
pretty weird ones out there.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Hansel and Gretel, right? You're familiar with Hansel and Gretel.
Somewhat,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I'll remind you of the story.
Okay.
So Hansel and Gretel have a dad. He's a woodcutter, right? And he remarries, so they have a stepmom. And she says, they're eating too much, so go send them out into the forest to die, right, to starve. They find their way back, and then he says, okay, well, take them out further into the forest so they die. So they go out there, and then maybe from hallucinating or something from being so hungry, they come across the gingerbread house. And then there's this nice old lady, apparently, that welcomes them in. And they go in, and it turns out that she's this evil witch who wants to eat them alive, like Hannibal Lecter, right? And so she doesn't want to eat them just yet because they're not plump enough to eat. Mm-hmm. This is how they put it, right?
Nothing strange about that, really.
Yeah. So anyway, she feeds them. This is something you do, Anyway, yeah, sure.
Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
So anyway, after a while, after feeding them, then she says, okay, well, here's the oven, and why don't you check to see if it's ready for you to, be incinerated. And so she says, well, how should I look to see if it's ready? Like this. So Hedel pushes her in, slams the door, and it's like Nazi concentration camp. She's dead, right? And then how does this become a really nice, heartwarming story? Well, she ransacks the house of all the precious metals, finds her way back home, and then the stepmom is dead. So dad goes, she's not here anymore. Welcome back. I love you. And that's the end of the story. Pretty messed up. There's nothing good about this story.
I have to say, I have never heard a children's story broken down so disturbing in my life.
Here, let me share another one.
Please do.
There was an old woman.
I'm already creeped out. Let's do some more.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread, so she starved the bastards, right? And then she whipped them all soundly and sent them to bed.
Can I cut you off for a second? She lives in a shoe.
Yeah.
Let's start there. I mean, come on, you can't get yourself an apartment or something?
I know, yeah.
Jesus, rent in London is good these days.
Here's a good one about celebrating peace and diversity, right?
Even a room at the Y, really. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on this now.
That.
It's free.
3 blind mice, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife.
Yeah.
3 blind mice.
At least it wasn't a butter knife. That'd be weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that would not be nice.
That just sawing a little. Anyway.
Yeah. Rockabye baby on the treetop. So the baby's on the treetop in the cradle,
who the hell
right?
puts a baby on a treetop?
What the heck's up with that? When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. The bough breaks. The cradle falls all the way from the top of the tree, hitting all the branches all the way down.
Yep.
Right?
Just like that guy in Titanic. Remember that guy? Guy who fell right off the propeller? That's right. That's the baby in the treetop.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Down will come baby, the cradle baby it all, right? Messed.
Yeah.
And even when you're talking about like Sesame Street, right? Oscar the Grouch lives in a garbage can. The guy's homeless, and like no one even gives him any food or anything.
You'd think he could bunk up with the old lady in the shoe.
Yeah.
Quit living in the damn garbage.
That's right.
No wonder he's a grouch. He needs to move into the dirty shoe with the old lady in her.
That's right. And the Cookie Monster, if he has one more cookie, he's going to get into like a diabetic shock or something.
I'm going to have to cut you off there because I happen to love the Cookie Monster.
Okay.
Do not. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah! Imagine you and I just got in a fight over the Cookie Monster.
That's right. Let's take this outside.
Man, I'll beat the shit out of you. Don't stand up like that. I'm just kidding. Ian Sterling, thank you so much, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this. Ian Sterling.